there are 2 terms, and then here we can see a 3. But what do we know if we have 2 terms and one of the exponents is a 3? What sort of factorization can we use? So the 3 would imply that we would either use the difference of 2 cubes or the sum of 2 cubes, right? Provided that both terms have the exponent 3. But look at this one over here. What do we know about 1? Anything to the power of 1 is going to be 1, right? So this one essentially we can write as 1 cubed minus x minus y to the power of 3, right? And so now we can see that, okay, we have difference of 2 cubes. It's the difference because of the negative over here. If it was a positive, it was going to be the sum of 2 cubes. And what do we know about the general form of difference of 2 cubes? It's a cubed minus b cubed. Really, it doesn't have to be a or b. This is just the general form. A minus b, a squared plus ab plus b squared, right? This is how we would factorize it to get to this form. So let's try to do that with this form over here that we just got. First bracket, what is our a? Our a is 1. What is our b? Our b is this bracket over here. Look at this bracket. It's x minus y, right? I know you can think, okay, but x minus y, isn't it 2 terms technically? So meaning that in total, wouldn't we have maybe 1, 2, 3 terms, since also here it's separated by a negative? Well, no. In this case, no. Because look, we are treating it as 1 term because of the bracket and because the 3 is outside the bracket. So it's 1 bracket. Actually, even if it was many brackets attached to each other, meaning that the brackets are multiplying with each other, it would still be 1 term. Remember, terms are separated by negative and positive. If something is in a bracket, if there are many things in that bracket, you treat it as 1 term. So in this case, we have 2 terms, this 1 and this bracket over here. It's separated by a negative. It could have been separated by a positive. It still would be 2 terms, right? So remember, and there's a 3 over here. Remember, so here we are dealing with 2 terms. Keep that in mind. So our b, which is our 1 term, it's going to be x minus y. And then on the second bracket, a squared, our a is 1. So a squared is just, 1 squared. We can just write 1 squared. We multiply our a and b. So we multiply our 1 and x minus y bracket. So it's going to be, but we flip the sign. Remember, we flip this sign here on the middle term. So it's going to, 1 multiplied by x minus y is just going to be x minus y. Okay, we can keep on writing it in a bracket. And then b squared, our b is x minus y. So we square the x minus y. So it's x minus y squared. And so 1 minus x plus y. Plus y because if we multiply out the signs, it's going to be negative times negative, which is positive. 1 squared is 1 plus x minus y plus x minus y squared. You can leave it as this. On the second bracket, you can leave it in this form because you really cannot factorize this bracket further. You can go ahead and expand out this bracket. You will see that you just cannot factorize it, right? And so it'll just be better to just leave it like this. Everything here, it's simplified now. And that is how you solve this expression. Thank you.